Swedish with Johanna, a podcast for beginners. Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're doing okay. Hej allihopa, välkomna tillbaka. Jag hoppas att allt är väl. Today's episode is about one of the most misunderstood figures in Swedish culture. Santa Claus, or Santa. Tomten. When people outside Sweden think about Santa Claus, they usually imagine a big man with a huge white beard, reindeers, red suits, and gifts. But the original Swedish Santa, or Tomte, as we call him, Tomte, had very little to do with joy and everything to do with responsibility. This is not a cozy story, it's a story about control, fear, respect, and how symbols change over time. In a moment, I'm going to read a text from my bilingual book about where the Tomte, Santa, comes from and what he eventually became. So grab a snack, something nice to drink, and just sit back, relax, and enjoy, and just listen. Before the reindeer, before the sleigh, before the beard turned white, there was a small grey man who moved quietly between the barns. He was called the Farm Santa, or Farm Tomte, the guardian of the homestead. And he made sure the animals were safe, the fire never died, and the farm kept its spirit alive. He was not kind, but he was fair. If you forgot to thank him, he might leave, and misfortune would follow. If you lied or mistreated the animals, he could punish you in your sleep. But if you respected him, he protected you. The Tomte was not a symbol of joy. He was an echo of nature's law. Then came Christianity, and with it, the saints and their stories. The old Tomte, aka Santa, merged with Saint Nicholas. And slowly the guardian of the farm became a giver of gifts. No longer a being to fear, but a figure to long for. As the world industrialized, the Santa became commercial. He was given a red suit, white beard, and reindeer, all to the rhythm of marketing. He became global, harmless, and toothless. Once he was a symbol of balance between human and nature, now he's a mascot for consumption. But perhaps the biggest lie isn't his new clothes, but the story we tell our children. We tell them he sees all, knows all, and judges all. That reward goes to the good and silence to the disobedient. We teach them obedience, not understanding. Fear, not freedom. And when the children grow up, they suddenly realize Santa never existed. But the lie has already done its work. They learned that love must be earned, that someone always sees, always judges, and that magic is given only to those who behave. But the old Santa, the spirit of the farm, he judged no one. He merely reflected what people already were. Perhaps that's why he vanished. We could no longer bear our own reflection. So next time you see the red suit, ask yourself, who truly created this figure? Was it the story, the church, or our fear of being without someone watching over us? Santa, or Tomten, as we call him in Swedish, he didn't disappear because we stopped believing. He disappeared because he no longer fit the world we were building. The old Santa, Tomten, demanded respect, not obedience. Balance, not rewards. The modern Santa asks something else entirely. And maybe the real question isn't whether children believe in Santa or not, but what kind of world we teach them to expect. And with that said, guys, it's time to wrap up today's episode. If you enjoy my work and want to support the podcast, you can always become a member on Patreon. On Patreon, you'll get access to all the transcripts and vocabulary lists for each episode. You'll also find my bilingual book on Patreon. Thank you for listening. Tack för att ni lyssnade. Jag ser er. Katt. Thank you for listening. Tack för att ni lyssnade. Vi ses i nästa avsnitt. Hej då!